Hello, beautiful hearts, and welcome to a Light Heart Tarot. This is a space for those who are navigating grief, those who are looking for a soft place to land, or looking to connect with their loved ones in spirit, their inner guides, or even their higher self. My name is Val, and if this is your first time, welcome. And if you've been here before, welcome back. So I have already blessed this space and have asked for the highest good to come through the messages and to bring clarity, as today we are going to do uh, messages from your loved ones. So not to pick a card, but just straight messages from your loved one. There may also be, while I will not mention specific names or energy, I will pull 3 cards to then set some of the general energy for the group here, so that we are connecting with the collective. So I always say, if you're able to, bring a journal with you, have a cup of coffee or tea, or just even sit outside and connect with nature and be in stillness. And know that any message that you receive, while it may not immediately resonate, there's always a takeaway or aha or a healing or medicine, that I call it, that is for each and every single one of us as we go through this journey. So I'm going to start by pulling 3 cards just to set the energy. And I've already shuffled, but I feel the need with this deck in particular to shuffle again. And so, spirits and guides and loved ones, please provide me with the foundational energy for today's session. And 3 cards, please. And may it be for the highest good for all who are watching today, tomorrow, always. 2 more, please. And just, that doesn't usually happen. This deck is so thick, the cards stick together, so it's very rare that a card will just pop out on its own. But there's a card here that's looking to come out, and it's you. Okay, so the first card that we have is accountability. Responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. Trusting tricksters. So the trickster's only power is your trust. You are always free to withdraw it. And then inner integration. There is peace, equilibrium, and fulfillment in integrating the inner wild with the taming and tempering effect life has on us. So the foundational energy that I am feeling is, even though you normally hear me and I say that I do not, I read energy and not on sex, this does feel such as what I am seeing, the tribe of women were in history, and no matter what, if you were religious or not religious, there were those stories that we heard as children about the women who supported each other, with the grandmother, the mom, and the young daughter. So you have the crone, and then the woman, and then the maiden, and that whole beautiful relationship in which the crone shared wisdom, the woman then was able to manage the home, and then you had the maiden with learning, and then who would one day end up becoming the crone. And so those were definitely the stories that I remember listening to my grandmother speak about. And in that tribe, they shared about everything, about life, about the moon, about cycles, about what was going on in their world and their bodies, how to be able to look at the moon and be guided by it. So ended up becoming a beautiful metaphor of just a circle of women. And that is what I'm seeing here is the circle of women, the crone, the woman, the maiden, and then these beautiful energies that are coming in as well. And so for some of you, you are coming, if you are coming here at this reading called to you, it may be because a matriarch or a feminine sister, aunt, cousin, had even daughter may have passed away. And that is why you are being connected to today's reading. And so, what we're seeing here also is the foundational energy of these beautiful souls and beautiful hearts. What I am connecting with immediately is there is, for some of you, who will resonate with this, there is a there is a souls who were deeply connected to music. I am seeing pianists, people who violinists, cello. There are many instruments that I am not aware of, as I only played the piano and the guitar growing up. But this was someone who is very dedicated to that craft. And for some of you, used it as a healing tool for others, because I am seeing situations in which the music healed the soul. That's what I'm hearing, how the music soothes the soul. I am also seeing, for some of you who are connecting into this reading, there is that mother spirit who took care of the household, who, but beyond that, it was she was the glue. So the person who was able to manage everything at home, go to work, or be able to help everyone in the neighborhood and do it all with a smile. And yes, there were days in which she would be tired and exhausted, but there was a deep down fulfillment in which she was able to serve and to give. And then I'm also seeing an energy here, for some of you whom this resonates, in which there was a feminine relative who may have traveled, was a beautiful and innocent soul who may have traveled in circles that were not ideal. And so that may have felt, what I'm feeling is there may have been a strain in the relationship between her and the family before she passed away. And so all of these energies are coming in, these beautiful feminine energies are coming in, supporting you, connecting with you, but they definitely have messages that they want to share with you, whether it is about what not to hold, meaning not to hold regret, not to hold guilt, or to let you know that when they passed away peacefully, and they passed away not being alone. I'm also hearing for some, and especially I'm feeling in this energy here, that there may have been questions around the passing of this person. And so while your questions or will not be answered in today's reading, there will definitely be some level of comfort and some level of understanding that she is okay and she is thriving where she is right now. So that is what I am seeing as the foundational energy. So now what I'm going to do is start pulling messages. And so we're going to first pull from the Heaven with Love deck. And I'm now going to move these over here. All right. So the first card that has come up, it is not your fault. And so this is definitely part of some of this energy that I'm feeling, that there may have felt like there was regret or carrying the weight of the world. I did a reading last night, which may have a connection to this, in which feeling of having the world on your shoulders and feeling such as I could have done more, I should have done more, and your loved one is coming in and letting you know that you did all that you could, and and it's not for you to hold the guilt or the responsibility, and you are never alone. So they're letting you know that you are not alone, and they are with you, as we see this beautiful collective of women who are supporting you and guiding you on your path right now. And it is beautiful where I am. And so these are part of the questions, as long along with, and I have to just mention this too, I'm with the rest of the family, that your loved one is safe. They were greeted by loved ones, and they are thriving, just as it's that feeling that they're thriving. They are, what I'm feeling is some are in a life review, and they're understanding how decisions that they may have made, or the beautiful gifts that they passed on to others, as well as the lessons and gifts that were given to them, and under looking at life from a 3,000 foot view, from an eagle's eye view, and being able to see just how our interactions, how what lessons we learned, as well as also um, what did we give back as well, because even for the youngest of souls, there is always a lesson, there is always a gift that is bestowed upon friends, family, and members that they may have met. And so right now they're just going through that life review right now. So let's do a few more cards. And this is the messages of closure. And we're going to do the same thing, whatever pops out. Unless people, the energy here is being quiet. We'll do it one more time. Energy. Sir, what messages do you do you want to share? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you. So the first card we have is it makes me happy to see you heal. And so for some of you who may have been having a difficult time navigating through this journey, they are saying that they're happy to see that you are healing. And I always like to remind people, just because you're healing doesn't mean that you're moving on. It means that you're learning to walk forward and walk hand in hand with the grief and the love at the same time. And so they are acknowledging that healing. And it's okay if I seem far away. So for some, as I mentioned, they're in their life review. And so it may feel that they are far away. However, you are never alone, as they are always here with you, guiding you, sending earth angels to you, and letting you know that they're always a part of you. And please don't blame yourself. This is really important, because as we also have, it's not your fault. Whatever the situation was around their passing, or what happened in life, all of these things that they're sharing right now, is especially as they're doing their life review, please do not hold blame. And while they are acknowledging that many times is very hard to do, they're really just impressing upon you there is nothing that you did that was wrong, and that they're sending love to you, and they're learning so much from you. And you're asking, how are you learning from me? And so they're able to also just really connect with you as well, while they're on the other side, and they're just letting you know that they're learning a lot. Apologies, I had to put a charger onto the phone. Um, but as I was mentioning here, is with this, I'm learning so much from you as they are going through their life journey. as they are also watching you from the other side, they're seeing how beautifully you are navigating. Now, when I say beautifully, it does not mean that it is not messy and it is not challenging and it is not hard. But you, every single morning, you are taking a step, you are breathing, you are trying to get through the day, even when it is absolutely difficult. And so, this is something that they're acknowledging, that sometimes they did not feel that they had the strength that you exhibit, that you are exhibiting in life. And so they are learning so much from you. They're also learning, for some, about holding and keeping boundaries. This has been something that has been very important to you during this process. And this is also something that they're acknowledging that they are learning from you. They're also saying, I didn't know how to comfort you. For some, I am feeling a mother and it's a matriarch, maternal feeling that is coming in which this may have been a person, from what I am feeling, may have been rigid or may have appeared to be rigid. And I always say that sometimes we have to, again, take a step back and look at from an eagle's eye and understand that sometimes the way that are the people who love us most, how they show love is how they were shown love. And so this energy is coming in and they're acknowledging, sometimes I didn't know how to comfort you. Sometimes I may have appeared to be brisk or a little too hard. I'm also hearing, for some, there were parental figures who may have been hard on your path in life, what you were going to do, who you were going to be, who to marry. And again, as they are now in this new understanding, they're learning from you, they are also realizing that there were times where gentleness could have been um, gentleness could have been used instead of um, being harsh or brushing it off or saying toughen up. And so, and I don't know if you can hear that, but all of a sudden my Alexa just turned on with Enigma. So for some of you, Enigma could also be not the band, but it felt like being with this person was sometimes an enigma. Now, mind you, I don't know if she can hear me all the way from the other room, but she just turned off. So clearly, the message is coming in that she's learning. And I support your path. So for those of you who may have been looking for approval, um, or even in this situation where they did not know how to comfort you, they are letting you know that I support everything that you do. And I I'm just so proud of you. So I am actually in one moment. There's a lot of distractions here, and so I just feel like energy is just being all over the place. Alexa, turn off. For those of you, and sorry, I apologize. For those of you who have been with me for a while, you do know, or you're aware that sometimes the energy then that ends up coming into this space, they like having parties and messing with electronics and things like that. And so the volume on my Alexa just went up by several decibels, making it sound like we're in a nightclub, and they switched the music from Enigma to some club song. So I needed to turn that energy off. So, anyway, getting back to this reading, um, we're going to pull additional messages. What I feel most of all is this asking for forgiveness, as well as asking for you to forgive yourself for any regret that you may be holding. I'm going to pull some advice from Spirit. You want it to come out, so as well as you. Is that it? No. One more. And you. So the first card we have is Soul Solitude. Your soul needs attention. There are moments when it's important to get away, not just from the noise from the outside world, but to find a place where your soul can experience peace and quiet, a place for soul solitude. This is a time to pause, a time to reflect, a time for you. So as I was saying, for many of you, there is this space that you are creating of boundaries and of really just taking time for yourself. Um, if people are pulling on your energy, you're saying, I love you, but not right now. I need some time to myself. If people are pressuring you with, I'm feeling there's some energies here where they may be pressuring you because of directives or houses or property that's in probate, contracts, things like that. You are asking for that space that to just be able to have a moment to yourself, and you will return in the energy of collaboration and in working together. But at the same time, if you were the one who was made the executor or executrix, I think is the word for it, um, then you are going to make the best decisions for the family, and the police support you in that. There feels like there is definitely a need for your space, your time, and boundaries, because what we also have is the breathe. So breathe is the vital bridge between your body and the soul. It's the connection between the inside and the outside, connecting you to the universe, the spirit, and divine source. The breath permeates your entire being with prana, which is the same life-giving force that nourishes everything in the universe. So this is really important because we have the soul solitude, we also have breath. So taking that time for yourself to reset, to also acknowledge your emotions. For some of you, I felt since your loved one has passed away, you've been go, 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 and you haven't been able to just breathe and just reset. And reset your nervous system, reset just your sleep patterns, having that time for yourself. So it is really important to let go, and this is the final card, let go. Once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything in our power to protect you. This is really important for those of you who may be holding on to that guilt and that weight of the world, as I have to do everything by myself. Your loved ones are coming in and letting you know it's okay to ask for support. It is also okay for you to let go any guilt. It is not your fault. And you do not need to carry that baggage with you, because it is not yours to carry. And so if there's anything that they can impress in this reading, it is take time for yourself, put boundaries in, let go. And this, what I also feel is with this letting go, and I'm seeing the water as well as the um, the fall, but the redness of it, there is a request to let go of any. Someone in my head is saying beef, so I don't know who. So I don't know who that is. It is a male voice, but whatever um, whatever conflict you may have with other family members or with friends or with loved ones, they're letting you know to let it go. If they could share with you what they know, um, they have learned on the other side how important it is to not let anything be left unsaid, because especially in in this situation where they're acknowledging, I did not comfort you and I did not offer you that comfort when I was here, you now may be holding on to guilt and regret. And so if there's anything that is distressing and happening with you or in the family, they're asking you to please let it go. So we're going to pull a couple of postcards, and I don't shuffle these because these are clearly way too big. But I'm going to do 3. So the first postcard is, I am not alone here. I am with so many of my family and our other loved ones. Everyone wants you to know we love you, and your team spirit is always working on guiding you through and helping you from the other side. So we saw twice where your loved one is saying that they were with family. So for those of you, especially where I'm feeling, where there are questions around your loved one's passing, they're letting you know that they're safe and they're connected with their loved ones, as well as with people whom they have known in this lifetime who have been friends. And so they are not alone. And don't be sad. I'm in heaven. They have free cable here. Just kidding. I'm watching TV with you. So it's that this person is a jokester, obviously, but obviously they're letting you know that they're definitely with you in even in the everyday things, the watching of television, making dinner. If you are out for a walk, they are with you. And even if you think that they are far away, they're letting you know that they're not. And the last card is, hey there, I'm the loved one that's not the closest to you, but sometimes you think of me. I just stopped by to say hi and to say I'm here too and to send you love. So as we've seen with this beautiful collective here, there are definitely loved ones whom near and far, even if they were distant relatives of yours or friends or acquaintances, they're letting you know that you have their support as well. So the last thing I'm going to do is pull a couple of charms, and I'm just going to do it away from the camera so it's not that noisy, but it's going to be noisy. And I'm only pulling a couple. These numbers may have a meaning, or there may be some type of symbolic meaning, but this is interesting. We have 23 and 32. So there's something here about mirror images, so maybe twins. I'm seeing twin aunts, twin cousins who are coming through. But there's like a mirror image coming through, but also 23 or 32 may have significance. The letter Y or the 4. And we have Gemini, Pisces, and Scorpio. And again, I am seeing with the Gemini here, it's again, there's something with twins. So this may also be that connection here of the loved ones that may not have been close to you, but they're coming in and saying hi. There is definitely twin energy that is coming in. And even with the Y as how we see it branching apart, there is a twin energy coming in. There's also just letting you know that there is comfort, and with your emotions with the Pisces, and also just with fire energy and your creativity, they are here to support you. I think this is really just the main image for this reading. They are here to support you through all time, so you are not alone. I hope that these messages brought you some comfort and clarity. If you're looking for a personalized reading, you're more than welcome to go onto Etsy and to purchase a reading through there, or you may watch some of my older videos that I've done, as they may be very much well connected to having messages for you, because they're all timeless. But just sending you so much love and light, and if you have any questions, please put it in the comments, and I will speak to you soon. Have a great day.